have a brand new Final Destination movie in theaters titled Final Destination Bloodlines. It's the first Final Destination movie in 14 years, and today I'm going to give you my review. Before I do, got some pretty big news. Me and my friend Wesley Duncan have started a podcast. We uploaded our first episode last night. We were talking about the Final Destination franchise as a whole and Final Destination Bloodlines, so the link will be in the description. If you like this channel, go check out the podcast. Watch me and him just joke around, talk about movies. It's not as serious as this channel over here. It's a lot of fun over there. Would really mean a lot if you'd subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell so you never miss another podcast video. It's over on YouTube and on Spotify right now. And with that said, my expectations for this movie were pretty high. I didn't really know what to think of the franchise when this movie was first announced because I haven't seen the movies in the franchise until just this past week, where I've seen every single one but 4, and I will watch 4 for a ranking probably tonight. But when that first trailer came out, it was instantly a movie I was very excited for because I liked that trailer a lot. It looked like it was going to be a lot of fun, and for the first time in 14 years, I was excited for a Final Destination movie. So I was very excited for this movie, and then watching the franchise made me even more excited for this movie. Even though the franchise itself I don't think is one of the best horror franchises, I think that the movies kind of can get repetitive and a little boring sometimes. But this was one I had a lot of hope for. And before I tell you my thoughts, subscribe, like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what are your opinions on Final Destination Bloodlines. And go subscribe to the B Tier podcast like I was already saying. And with that said, Final Destination Bloodlines is a Final Destination movie that feels like a movie. Not just a movie where you get the kills, you get everything you want going into a Final Destination movie, which is the kills. But we actually have a story here. We have a plot. We have characters we like. We have stuff in that aspect that works instead of just the other movies where it's just like a bunch of sacks of meat that are just getting killed. This movie worked as a movie, and that's why I really liked it. And don't get me wrong, the kills are still really good as well. First thing I'm going to talk about here is the family aspect, and the deaths and the kills have a little bit more weight to them because you're watching this movie and it's a family. You see the first scene where you see his family, they're acting as a family. And then you get the deaths in this family, and there's people that are actually sad over it. It's not just your friends, which it sucks when your friends dies, yes, but it feels like there's a little more weight. Someone who, her entire family is dying, kind of devastating. It's really sad. And plus with the story that adds a little bit more weight to it with the characters, they're obviously a lot more likable. I did like the characters in this movie. The story also really works. Some of the weakest parts in the Final Destination franchise is the story, how it can become a little bit convoluted, can make less sense from time to time. In this movie, I feel kind of took a new spin on the story, where it's an entire bloodline, but takes other spins off the other movies, the lore they've established, makes that lore simpler, and puts it in here. And the story and the script is actually quite good, where the other movies kind of felt a little bit confused, minus 1 or 2 movies, when we did the lore. This one, I was not. I was fully into it the whole time. The kills, man, the kills! That's what you go to a Final Destination movie for, and the kills in Bloodlines are awesome. I went to see it with my best friend, and every single time someone died, our jaw was on the floor. Oh, we were grimacing. There's some great deaths in here. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's got CGI. There's so much CGI. Who cares? When the deaths can actually hold weight, and you could actually be shocked at some deaths, and then the fact that they're all bloody, a lot of them make you jump, a lot of them are just sudden, and a lot of them are very cool. It's awesome. I think out of the 5 movies I've seen, I again haven't seen 4, and I highly doubt 4 is going to have the best kills. I think this one has the best kills in the franchise. The kills that made me grimace the most, kills that made me have my jaw on the floor the most. I thought the kills were really good. And the premonition scene, I think, is the best of the franchise as well. I love this premonition scene. I'm scared of heights. I don't like little kids that decide to be jerks. And so what they do in that premonition scene is absolutely awesome. And you get to see the carnage candy, the kills that you get in this movie front and center. And then we just kind of go right into the story. And when the story happens, you get the kills. And when you get the kills, and it doesn't go from kill to kill to kill to kill when they have a story, but unlike other movies in the franchise where the story's actually entertaining, you're actually invested in the story, that works for the movie. It's a movie that has all the stuff you want out of a Final Destination movie, but it also feels like a movie. It actually has a story that I like, characters that I like. And so this was a pretty big win for me. I really, really did enjoy Final Destination Bloodlines. This movie was really good. I did enjoy Final Destination Bloodlines. It is currently my favorite movie of the franchise, and I am going to have a ranking coming out very soon. Before I give you my final score, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what are your opinions on Final Destination Bloodlines. Is it your favorite of the franchise? Were you a little bit disappointed with this movie? With that said, Final Destination Bloodlines is a Final Destination movie that feels like a movie. We have great story, great characters, you care when people die, and the kills are awesome. That premonition scene at the beginning starts us off on a bang, and we don't slow down until the very end of the film, which is absolutely awesome. Final Destination Bloodlines was a huge win for me. And that's why I'm going to give Final Destination Bloodlines an A. Thank you guys for clicking on this review. Stay tuned for a Final Destination ranking and then a Final Destination movies ranked by the kills. And with that said, subscribe.